Hello, yeah, welcome to day 9 of Sew with Tia Sewing Challenge. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to sew this stylish, simple floral print top. Now, this is totally beginners friendly and it's something you can achieve with just one trouser one trouser length rather of fabric. Now if you have less than that, you could also achieve the style with it. Now the first thing we're going to do is to fold our fabric into four, as you can see, and you want to determine the length of your outfit. So for the length of this outfit, I'm going to be working with 26 inches, and at the end of the day, after folding my hemline and the rest, I'm going to be left with about 24 inches. So after doing that, I also went ahead to take note of the wideness of this fabric after folding into four. And the width I have here was 30 inches. So I'm going to go ahead to the tip of my fabric, as you can see me do, to impute my neckline measurement. And I'm also going to be drafting the front and the back neckline on this front pattern, as you can see. So I went ahead to impute my neck depth measurement for the back, which is 1.5 inches, and for the neck width, I made use of 4.5 inches. And for the front pattern, that is for the front neckline, I made use of 3 inches for the neck depth. This is going to be a high neck, okay? So it's not really low. You can decide to go lower. After doing that, I'm going to go ahead to trim off the back neckline so that we can see clearly our origin point. Now I went ahead to turn this to the other side so that we can see clearly. Put your measuring tape and measure your first measurement. When I mean your first measurement, that is your elbow measurement, your elbow length measurement, okay? And also go ahead to impute your chest line measurement from that point. So I'm working with a chest line measurement of 8 inches. So I went ahead to create a horizontal line on that point, as you can see me do. Now from that point, now I'm going to go ahead to impute my bust round measurement divided by 4. Now you are going to have to check between your hip round and your bust round measurements where you have the larger measurement. So wherever you have the larger measurement, that is what you are going to be imputing on the upper and the lower side. I mean the upper part, that the chest line and the hemline of your garment. So I went ahead to impute my chest measurement, my bust round measurement divided by 4. I added 1 inch for sewing allowance, and I went ahead to replicate same on the hemline, as you can see me do. I'm going to go ahead like so to connect both points together. Now this is going to give me a straight line, as you can see. I'm sorry, this particular chalk is not too visible. I'm going to highlight this later with pen. Now, you can see that I went ahead to note that first elbow measurement, the elbow length measurement. That is going to be our first measurement, okay? Now, from that point, I'm going to take my shoulder slope, okay? From the first elbow measurement, I'm going to take my shoulder slope. And for my shoulder slope, I made use of 2 inches, which I connected to the neck width. Now, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go to the edge of to go to that edge where I have my bust round measurement divided by 4. That point where I connected a straight line. I'm going to go to that edge now, and I'm going to place my measuring tape, as you can see. So you're going to be placing your measuring tape from that side. It's just like you're placing your measuring tape from your armpit region downward. So what I'm going to do from that point, as you can see, is just to create a line, and this line is going to be where we're going to impute our second length measurements. Now your second length measurements is based on the style we have. This could be your wrist level, or it could be outside your wrist level. So for me, I'm just going to make do with the length I have on this fabric. You can go higher than that if you have more fabric. Okay, And after doing that, as you can see, I'm going to go ahead to highlight the shape, okay, I want for this particular top. So it's not compulsory to do a curve like I did to mine. You can just go ahead to make it straight. Then on that particular armhole point, I'm going to go ahead to create a curve, as you can see, so that I don't have sharp corner when I'm sewing. This will also help the blouse relax well on the body. So I'm going to go ahead to cut so that you can see the shape clearly. Like I said, this is a cut together blouse. It means we're cutting the sleeve together. So this is what this sleeve look like. Now, if you want the original style display on the video, this is what you have. You don't need to cut through the shape. But if you want what I ended up having at the end of the video, this is what you are going to get. I went ahead to just create a curve because I don't want that length on the elbow region to be as long as that. After which I went ahead, as you can see me do, to trim out my shoulder slope. And basically this is just the cutting for this stylish blouse. After doing so, I went ahead to open it. As you can see, this is what it's going to look like. So you're going to go ahead to join at the shoulder and at the side. You're going to join at the shoulder, you're going to join at the side, and on the sleeve opening, you're going to be folding it in. I'm just going to go ahead to do this off camera, and you are going to see what it looks like at the end. Also, don't forget the front neckline. You have to fold it back and trim it so that you have your neck depth that you desire. So this is the final look after joining the piece together. What do you think? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.